All right, so we spawned this time in like a snowy, like it's not a tigress biome, but a snow biome. But I eventually made it to a plains village that thankfully wasn't that far. And this village even had a built-in librarian, and so I took him over here because it's a little bit easier for me to sort through it until I get looting 3 or fortune 3. Those are the 2 main ones that I try and go for first because I know that I need looting for other stuff. I also discovered how to swim. I guess also sprint, but I've never known how to do that until then. I had to look it up because I knew that I had seen people do it in videos, and I saw people talk about like sprinting in like mine MCC, and so I decided to look up the instructions on how to do it. This is me trying to make a chicken farm. This is me also grabbing the iron so I can make said chicken farm. I decided to do like an entity cramming thing. I think I'd seen a video in it, probably from like Minecraft, because that's where I get most of my directions on how to do things in Minecraft. I'll put a link to their channel down below. This is me opening up and seeing the giant cave, and also the geode. I glanced around to make sure that there wasn't a witch in this one, unlike the last time we ran into this issue. Anyways, I put up this dirt mound because it had this large opening, and I didn't want any zombies or anything being able to reach me, and so I did that. Unfortunately, I did not make it good enough, and so the zombie ended up chasing me all the way back up to the top, and so I quickly panicked and tried to figure out where I was going to go, and decided that I would just go and hide in here, but it didn't have a bed, so I couldn't sleep. But thankfully there wasn't a villager, so I didn't have to worry about a villager opening up, and I just waited until an iron golem came and saved me. This is me trying to do a similar entity cramming thing with the cows because I wanted the leather so I could make books. But unfortunately, I was not successful doing it with the cows like I was with the chickens. I just had a hard time getting food to a different cow every time I did it. And apart from me having a really hard time trying to get the cows into the little crates or like boxes or whatever. There was this village that was nearby where my village was set up, so I decided to go and grab all of the different jobs that were listed there so that I could use them in my village. And then I also decided that my village was running a little bit low on new villagers, so I quickly became a Viking and decided that this guy was going to come and live in my village. Anyways, I wanted to make sure that I didn't accidentally hit him when I was breaking him out of the box the boat, because I really didn't want to die to an iron golem again. I think that iron golems have quickly become the most terrifying creature in all of Minecraft as far as I'm concerned. You can see my dirt mound where I do all my AFKing for my chicken farm. Yeah, so this is how I kind of added to the chicken population. You can see them kind of dying because of entity cramming and stuff. There's a window in there, so it doesn't work as well, and then I accidentally fell inside, which almost killed me, which was quite shocking. But yeah, so that's how it gets me eggs, and then it also gets me chicken and feathers, so that was kind of exciting. You can't see it here, but there's actually a nether portal really nearby, but I needed to get my gear kind of set up. As you can see, I've got a bunch of librarians all ready to go, but I haven't actually enchanted anything up to this point because I wanted more levels and to get books and things like that all set up, which is why I was trying to get looting so that I could get more leather from the cows when I hit them. I think that's how looting works. I don't know. Anyways, so I decided to clear out my tunnel as I was headed down the stairs, which was kind of nice because I never do it. And then on my way back up, when I was running away from the skeleton, I realized, wow, this section works really well. It's because it was all gravel, so it was super open. Anyways, so you can sort of see in the corner there is cobblestone, which means that there is a dungeon, or is it called a dungeon, or is it a spawner or whatever? It's a skeleton spawner. As you could barely see, a skeleton was shooting at me, and so I quickly ran up the stairs. but he thankfully didn't find me. Anyways, I also made an aha spyglass. Points to you if you get the reference. Which was kind of cool because I don't have, I think it's Optifine that people use in order to use zooming in when doing Minecraft and stuff. But yeah, so I've never used that. So when I finally got to use the spyglass, I was kind of excited. This is the area where the spider spawner is. I cleared it out at this point. There is a torch on it, so no skeletons can spawn on me. But there's this big opening, and I really didn't want any creepers to spawn above me, so I quickly covered that up. And then I got to work on making the skeleton spawner based off of the instructions from Minecraft's YouTube tutorial that I quickly followed and did my best to recreate it. I do like the fact that you only have to put one torch on top of it because of the light levels. Anyways, so I made it pretty well, and then this is the little area where you hit the skeletons and they die. So I needed ladders in order to get up. It's thankfully like not that far down, and this room actually is attached to where I did the level -59, where all the my diamond shaft mining is or whatever. And so since I was short on wood, I was able to just pop down there and make my way back up around. I thought about keeping it that way, but I really in principle wanted to follow the tutorial to the letter of the law because I generally don't. And so this time I decided that I would actually make it all the way and follow the tutorial exactly as it is. So I did that and then headed back up to get the last of my materials, mainly making a campfire before it was all said and done. Anyways, I tend to grab like andesite and cobblestone as I go, or so that I can sell it to the stone worker. I like using the stoneworkers because then I can sell, in my opinion, more junk rocks of andesite and cobblestone. Anyways, you can see it kind of open up there, and this is my first time using one of those little like dropping areas, and I felt so excited. I was like, I'm a real Minecrafter now. Then I made my campfire, and then it came time to activate the skeleton spawner. I was so nervous. Oh my goodness. I was like, man, if this goes south, this is the end. Anyways, so I knocked that off, and a skeleton instantly hit me down, and I accidentally fell into the trough, and then down we went into the fire pit, and I died.